Venturing into the woods alone at night can be terrifying, but what happens when you encounter someone or something you'd rather never meet? Tonight, we're diving into the 6 most disturbing camping encounters ever recorded. These clips will make you think twice about ever stepping into the woods alone again. Let's delve straight into this first disturbing encounter. On December 12, 2022, the TikTok creator Fata Flashy Here, who also streams live on Twitch, posted a new video. Known for exploring abandoned buildings, navigating crowded spaces, and sharing unique real-life adventures, this upload stood apart. It documented an experience unlike any the channel had previously shared, something entirely unexpected and out of the ordinary.
Especially with my hands. Yo, there's somebody watching you on the back. Where?
Even the video's title, "I'm Never Going Back to This Place Again," hinted at the unsettling nature of what was to come. Throughout the clip, the man speaks directly to the camera while streaming live on Twitch. But just moments in, as the camera shifts toward a massive, thick tree, something truly terrifying appears. An unexpected moment caught entirely on film.
Oh my god.
This was the moment Fadi finally caught sight of the man his audience had been warning him about. The figure they claimed was hiding behind the tree. The experience was deeply unsettling, leaving behind a lingering sense of dread. Just as Fadi begins to flee, the video cuts out abruptly, leaving viewers in the dark about what happened next, whether he made it out safely, or if he was harmed. To this day, the identity of the figure behind the tree remains a mystery, one that perhaps is better left unsolved. Certain mysteries, it seems, are best left unanswered. Yet maybe it's that very uncertainty that draws us in time and time again. Around a year ago, a Reddit user by the name of Extra Dimension 276 shared a short video titled "Terrifying Sounds in Eastern Canada." The clip featured eerie, unsettling footage captured deep within the woods, its atmosphere thick with tension and mystery. However, this video stood out from the rest. It documented a chilling descent into the depths of remote, hidden caves nestled deep within the wilderness.
What the fuck was that? I heard some shit out here.
In the full video, a man ventures further into the forest, drawn by strange sounds echoing through the trees, noises he initially attributes to a pileated woodpecker. But what began as curiosity quickly turned into unease, as the sound persisted far longer than it should have, and showed no sign of stopping. The video ends abruptly at that chilling moment, leaving viewers with far more questions than answers. To this day, it remains an unsolved mystery. Did he ever make it out alive? Whatever the man was hearing remains unknown, but the fear in his voice was unmistakable. It was raw, genuine terror, as if something unseen was closing in. Maybe he escaped those woods. Maybe. But the question continues to haunt everyone who's watched the footage. What if he didn't? What if whatever was making those sounds finally caught up to him? Some mysteries, it seems, are best left unanswered. Some mysteries, it seems, are better left unsolved. But perhaps that's exactly what keeps us coming back for more. On January 22nd, a Swedish TikTok user known as Den Fisked shared footage of a solitary nighttime journey into the forest. The clip captures him struggling to get a chainsaw running, possibly for some forestry work, while surrounded by the heavy, imposing silence of the woods. Suddenly, the night takes a sharp turn as the eerie silence is shattered. An incredibly strange and deeply unsettling noise erupts from somewhere in the darkness nearby. The sound is so jarring, so utterly out of place, that Den immediately stops in his tracks, frozen by terror. Speculation quickly spread. Some viewers suggested it could be a timber wolf, a plausible yet still intimidating presence in the Swedish wilderness. Others, however, feared the sound might have come from something far darker, something far more terrifying. The legendary Wendigo was soon mentioned as a possibility. But since the video was posted, there have been no updates about the source of the unsettling noise Den Fisk recorded. We're left to wonder, what creature, whether animal or something far more sinister, lurked just beyond the reach of his light that night? The ambiguity itself is terrifying, a stark reminder that the wilderness can hold dangers we aren't prepared to understand, let alone confront. However, in the following camping vlog, the person faces a much scarier encounter. Meet Lomar, the intrepid creator behind the channel Paranormal Discovery, where he plunges into the heart of paranormal hotspots and urban legends. His videos document raw, solo encounters with the unknown, taking viewers along on terrifying journeys into haunted forests and desolate locations. From unsettling sounds to tangible evidence, Lomar explores the chilling histories and potential entities that inhabit these spaces. His unscripted approach captures the genuine fear and unpredictability of paranormal investigation. But this venture into the notorious Dagger Woods would test his limits like never before. Lomar arrives at Dagger Woods for a solo, wild camping trip, a location infamous for its intense paranormal activity and unsettling legends.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another wild camping excursion. We're back here at Dagger Woods. This is one of the most severely haunted forests that literally rages through the entire province. Like, if you're a paranormal addict down here, like I am, like if you're obsessed with the stories here and like all of the haunted stuff that revolves around the province, you would know that Dagger Woods is one of the most haunted. And they say...
He immediately sets the scene, describing the forest as one of the most severely haunted in the province, possibly harboring a Wendigo, Sasquatch, or some other cryptid.
Because of one thing, and I'll get into the history more, but the more we come here, the more I actually feel like this is Wendigo territory. I'm almost certain that there is some sort of Wendigo here, if not like a Sasquatch or a certain cryptid. If I'm being real with you guys, this is one of the most scariest and most disturbing spots I've ever been to.
Accompanied only by his dog, Kia, he plans to pitch a tent, build a fire, and confront the darkness head-on, despite the ominous reputation and his own previous disturbing experiences in the area. He delves into the chilling history that gives the woods its name, the tale of a man who murdered his wife with a pearl dagger before vanishing into this very forest.
So here lays the story of a man, and this man, he actually murdered his wife in cold blood with a pearl dagger, ran off into Dagger Woods, hence the name. He ran off into this exact forest to never be seen again.
Locals report hearing unearthly howls and screams, leading to speculation that the man's spirit lingers, perhaps even transformed or possessed by a malevolent entity residing within the woods.
By the locals, by his family, by anybody. And they say people have actually, since the day, it's really weird, but if you look into the story, they hear like this howl, this cry, this screech, and I think we've actually heard this man before, but not in this area, in the other part of Dagger Woods. But they say that it's that guy. Some people, I don't know whether this is true or not, but some people have actually went as far as saying like his spirit was like taken over by an entity in this forest already. He became this like weird transforming creature, like a skinwalker or a Wendigo or something along the lines of that. They say his soul was taken over by something here, and it lays in this forest still to this day. The ghost stories have went as far as like hearing howling, screeching, unexplained yelling, crying, and it's loud. It's like a belch throughout like the trees and everything. So you can like kind of imagine how creepy that would be, being in a forest and you just hear this like belching man or this creature or this entity just kind of...
This gruesome backstory hangs heavy in the air as Lomar prepares for his overnight stay. Almost immediately, the oppressive atmosphere of Dagger Woods makes itself felt.
I can't get over the feeling already, dude. Like, it's bad. It's one of those spots, if you are a very spiritual person, if you can like read into the emotions that the spot has, you could really feel a lot. You know what I mean? Like if you are an empath, you would feel the way this spot just makes you feel. I don't know if it's just like power of suggestion with the ghost story or the the paranormal history that goes with it, but
Lomar expresses a deep sense of unease even before nightfall. Undeterred, he begins his investigation while driving deeper into the woods, using a spirit communication device which provides cryptic words like torment and resentment.
Torment.
torment. Were you tormented here? Is this the Daggerwoods Howler? Woo! Yeah, boy! We made it!
After finding a suitable spot and setting up his tarp as rain begins to fall, Lomar prepares for the long night ahead, aiming to last until midnight.
About an hour later, it's about 6 o'clock. Rain started picking up. I got this up just in time. Took a walk down both of these paths. Sadly enough, I couldn't find any open spaces to make a tarp tent. So, yeah, you know what? We set up here where we parked the car. And it's pretty cozy in here, man. It's spacious. I'm dry. It's literally dry. The only thing that I'm kind of gonna have an issue with is gathering firewood. It's probably damp and too far long gone and waterlogged at this point to create any sort of fire. I really was looking forward to doing that. Believe it or not, I have 6 hours to last in this whole entire wilderness that we call Daggerwoods, or the locals call Daggerwoods. 6 hours, man. I have to make it till midnight. And there is a reason behind this. Now an update with Chels.
He manages to gather some firewood just before the rain intensifies, eventually getting a small fire going.
I collected some firewood in the brief time frame that I had when the rain didn't stop. And as soon as I collected all of these, the rain started coming down, literally as we speak right now. So I am building myself somewhat dry fire, and I'm so happy I got all of this. Like, this is pretty dry from what I'm feeling right now. This one's a little damp, but for the most part, I do have enough to last me a bit.
As he settles in, he hears strange howling sounds in the distance, marking the beginning of the night's unsettling events. Lomar initiates a spirit box session, directly addressing the legends of the woods.
Is the Daggerwoods Howler here? The man who killed his wife and buried his wife here? There's a story of a man murdering his wife with a pearl dagger. I've been here before too, and I think I heard the man scream. And a lot of other people say that they can hear someone scream, so is it?
The responses are fragmented and eerie, mentioning pirates, ancient times, and warnings like, beware of the woman.
Pirates? There were pirates here? You're from ancient times. If you look at it.
Beware of the woman.
Beware of the woman.
The device also voices claims like, my life was taken, adding layers to the location's dark history.
My life was taken.
Your life is taken. Are you the wife?
Voice.
As darkness fully envelops the camp, the oppressive feeling intensifies, prompting Lomar to set up a spirit bell to detect nearby entities.
Right now. Like, it's not overly bad, but it is ominous. Kind of oppressive too, the more I'm up here. Okay, the vibes just got real, man. The vibes just got so real. Oh, the proximity. So I'm actually gonna place this spirit, I'm gonna place the spirit bell down here, kind of towards, kind of back here. So if it goes off, something touched it.
The relative quiet is shattered by a sudden, loud, aggressive sound resembling a dog or something more sinister, echoing unnervingly through the trees.
What the? What is that? Aggressive dog. What the? Hello?
This is followed by distinct sounds of movement within the woods, putting Lomar on high alert.
That came from in here. There's something moving, like in. That's weird, man.
He continues his attempts at communication, asking any present spirits to interact with his equipment, while also hearing disembodied whistling and squeaking sounds nearby.
If there's a spirit here with me, can you touch that device? Just have to go up to it. Somebody down there? Spirit?
Later, the spirit bell by Lomar activates on its own. He resumes his spirit box session, asking multiple questions. Shortly after, he hears more distinct howling and whistling, trying to capture it, but finding the source elusive.
There's a weird howling coming from over here. Hello? Hello? Like I hear it with my ears, and then I turn around and it doesn't happen.
The spirit box then introduces new names, Cody and the ominous Hookman.
Cody. Cody has a message. Cody, who are you? Hookman. Who's the Hookman? Is that a new, like, spirit or an entity? The Hookman? Cody's grieving.
Deciding to investigate a nearby path with night vision, Lomar feels a growing sense of dread. As he ventures out, he hears growling sounds and believes he briefly spots a tall, shadowy figure standing amongst the trees.
Shit. Someone's standing there? Someone's standing there. Hello? That was a spirit. That was a spirit. Like, who else would that be? That was a damn spirit. That was like 9 feet tall. What the f, bro?
His exploration is abruptly halted by loud, aggressive barking erupting extremely close by, sending him and Kia into a state of terror.
Fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Fuck. Kia, you okay? You okay? You okay? Oh shit, I think she heard that. I think she freaking heard that. What the hell? What the hell? Why is there barking in this forest? There's literally barking in this forest. That scared the shit out of me. It was close.
The spirit box ominously states, lurking, watching, and waiting.
Watching and waiting. I can't even make that up right now. Lurking, watching, and waiting.
Shaken, Lomar retreats to his camp, contemplating the nature of the entities in the woods and voicing theories about spirits being corrupted or taken over after death.
Something is in my vicinity. is it? Like, is it a dog man? Sasquatch. Like, what if the Daggerwoods Howler is legitimately now, like, his soul was taken and he became like a cryptid being, like, or he joined, like, I have no idea how it works. Like, what if we don't know this about the spiritual realm or the afterlife? Like, what if when you pass away, the state of mind you're in, or like if you're like this evil guy, like, what if your soul doesn't go where it normally goes? Like, what if your soul gets taken over by an evil entity once you get into the afterlife? Do you know what I mean? Like, what if that's what happens to a lot of people and things, and that's what creates a cryptid or creates like evil entities? I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but like, what if they're waiting for you until you get to the other side, and once you cross over and you're done and gone from this earth, in this world, that entity attacks you right away? I don't know, depending on where you are, you know, like if I was an evil guy, like that guy that murdered his wife and ran into here, like, what if that spiritual being that they said took over his body, like, what if that spiritual being was waiting for him to run off into here, die somehow, and right when that guy died, that being just pounced on his soul and like trapped him into, like, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. I feel like I'm so close, I'm onto something right now.
His fear escalates dramatically when he reviews night shot photos taken earlier, discovering a chilling image. A tall, distinctly humanoid figure with a round head, seemingly floating or standing impossibly high off the ground near his campsite.
Night shot. Okay, this is gonna scare you guys. This is really gonna scare you guys. What I just captured may have been the clearest humanoid I think I've ever captured. The things that I've been seeing with my own eyes, and I've been telling you guys for the past like few weeks, I just caught it. What the hell is that thing, man? What the fuck? I was taking night shots like that way, kind of like where we came from the beginning. This is where the humanoid would have been, right up there. So, for a better understanding, what the fuck? What in the fuck is that thing? Look at that. It's got a round head and it's standing about, I don't know, 15 feet off the ground or floating. Like, what is that? Seriously. What the hell? And it's not in the next one too.
Disturbed by the photographic evidence and hearing more strange animalistic sounds near where the figure was captured, Omar bravely decides to venture down the dark path one more time.
Or it was. And I hear this weird animal sound on the battery here, so I'm gonna take this. I'm not gonna go too far, but I'm gonna go down here. Okay, I'm coming down.
The atmosphere feels even heavier as he calls out to the potential entity.
Can you mimic that?
Suddenly, he experiences a sharp, stabbing pain in his chest and feels as though he's been physically knocked backward by an unseen force.
I think something spiritual just attacked my chest. Oh, fuck. No. Fuck you. Oh, fuck. Fuck is it? Somebody just, no. Somebody just knocked me over. I just started tearing. Something literally knocked me over. Who are you?
Adding to the horror, he discovers what appears to be blood mixed with tears streaming from his eyes, prompting an immediate and terrified retreat.
What is that? What is that? Is that blood? No way. I was tearing over there. Did I just tear blood? I just teared blood. We gotta go right now. We gotta go right now. Ugh. Whatever you are, you have to stay here. That's a first. I literally just teared blood. Oh, don't turn this down.
Quickly packing up his gear and getting Kia into the safety of his vehicle, Lomar flees Dagger Woods, visibly shaken by the apparent physical attack and the blood tears.
I'm getting out of here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Something is here and it just attacked me. I don't know where that came from. It's gonna be another one of those nights I'm gonna throw everything in the back and get the fuck out of here. Where did this come from, though?
As he drives away, the spirit box delivers one final chilling message, speaking his name, Lomar, followed by the word return, despite him never having stated his name during the investigation.
You want me to return to Dagger Woods? That is incredible. What the? I had that once before, so whoever's with me knows my name. But I never introduced myself tonight.
The culmination of events in Dagger Woods, from the oppressive atmosphere and historical legends to the disembodied sounds, the humanoid photo, the physical attack, and the spirit knowing his name, presents a deeply disturbing picture. It suggests not just residual energy, but an active, potentially malicious intelligence aware of and interacting with intruders in its domain. Lomar's solo investigation turned into a terrifying ordeal, highlighting the profound dangers that can accompany the exploration of such locations. The evidence captured, particularly the humanoid figure and the physical assault, pushes the boundaries of conventional paranormal encounters, leaving one to wonder what truly lurks in the shadowed depths of Dagger Woods, waiting for its next visitor. Did this encounter leave you shocked? Then brace yourself for what's coming next. Imagine a scary scene in the woods of the UK. Meet David, the driving force behind the YouTube channel Haunted Finders. Through his investigations, he takes viewers into notoriously haunted locations, seeking evidence of the paranormal. From abandoned buildings to foreboding forests, his explorations often capture unexplainable phenomena. With a commitment to documenting the unknown, David seeks answers, but one night, an investigation in the infamous Cannock chase would push him and his team further than ever before. The team set up camp deep within Cannock Chase, a forest notorious for chilling legends, including sightings of black-eyed children, werewolves, and spirits, making it one of the UK's most feared paranormal hotspots.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. So tonight we're doing something completely different, something we've never ever done before. Did you say that?
Yeah.
We're currently camping overnight in the infamous Cannock Chase, which is supposed to be one of the most haunted forests in the world. It's known as being one of the biggest paranormal hotspots. So many things have been sighted here, from the black-eyed children, spirits, other entities, werewolves, strange creatures, UFOs.
David, along with fellow investigators from Ghost-on-Trent, Marx's Paranormal World, and Shadow Hunters, prepared for a night unlike any other, setting up equipment around their base camp. Initial unease quickly escalated. While discussing the dark history of the area, specifically the murders committed by Raymond Morris, whose victims were buried nearby, strange occurrences began.
The murderer, Raymond Morris. Now, in the 60s, a man by the name of Raymond Morris was convicted of murdering two children. They found two children, which he buried in Cannock Chase. Not only that,
going crazy.
they also believe that he killed a third child, but they never found her.
K2 meters started spiking wildly, seemingly responding to questions, suggesting multiple presences.
Please. Oh, they're doing them too, not
Wow. There's nothing else.
more than one. Is there more than one of you? There's got to be for this amount.
If there's more than one of you, by using the devices on the floor with the lights, can you flash?
That's incredible, isn't it? Can you stop now? Please? Stop for a minute.
No.
Eerie voices were captured through ghost hunting devices and heard audibly, including unsettling whispers and what sounded like a child's voice, amplifying the tension as they explored the dense, creepy woods.
It's all doing it on mine.
Hell was that?
What was that?
Did you hear that voice?
Yeah.
It's all doing it on mine.
Hell was that?
What was that?
Did you hear that voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst you were talking, there was a voice over your voice.
Definitely a voice that
Come from here.
Hello?
Well, you thought it was there?
It sounded over there, over that side there.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was there.
Yeah.
Did you hear that weird female's voice?
Yes, I did. And then the male voice afterwards.
Yeah, there you go.
The atmosphere grew heavier as the night progressed. A REM pod alarm suddenly activated back at the camp while they were investigating further away, suggesting someone or something had entered their base.
Come and stand in this middle.
REM pod's just gone off in the middle of the camp.
It has. I've just heard it.
Yeah, the REM pod's just gone off like someone's walked into it. We need to go up there now, David. Grab that, David.
Rushing back, they found no intruder, but the sense of being watched intensified. Later, while separated, David and another investigator heard distinct voices, footsteps, and received chilling messages through a spirit box, including 3 children here and the name Morris, directly linking to the area's grim past.
3 children here. 3 children here.
3 children here.
There isn't there?
Black-eyed children.
Yeah.
But also, what have we been hearing when we were cooking? We kept hearing children's voices.
Yeah.
What?
From the charity shop, I don't like
Morris.
Oh, Morris!
it. Who's Morris?
The murderer! The one that murdered the kids, the 3 children. 3 children here.
What was his second name?
Morris. Raymond Morris.
Raymond Morris.
Right, so we've had come through 3 children here. Now, in the 60s, a man by the name of Raymond Morris was convicted of murdering 2 children. They found 2 children, which he buried in Cannock Chase.
Things took a terrifying turn when David felt compelled to take out a silver crucifix he'd bought from a charity shop. A spirit box message immediately warned them to watch out.
Watch out. When you got that cross out. David got that same silver cross out. That was that he thinks was
I'm going to have to.
making him be affected earlier, and as soon as he got it out, he said, watch out.
Moments later, the crucifix became intensely hot in David's hand, leaving a visible burn mark before he threw it away in shock and pain.
That was hot.
What?
That got hot.
Hot? What? Hot?
Yeah.
What do you mean hot?
It was hot when I was holding it. What my hand?
Holy crap, it's burned your hand.
Oh my God.
It's burnt your hand.
I don't want it.
Jesus Christ.
I don't want it. I've been feeling...
It's burnt your hand. Look at it.
I want to go home.
Show me.
I'm not like this. Look at that.
David's been burnt by that.
People.
I chucked it.
People.
I just loved it.
He's been burnt by
No.
that cross across his hand.
I don't know. I was holding it in my hand like that. When I first got it out, what did it say? Watch out.
It said watch out as soon as you got it out of your pocket.
Yeah.
This disturbing event coincided with David experiencing severe physical distress, chest palpitations, and difficulty breathing. making him fear for his life.
Oh, wait. Oh, David. No, I think I'm having weird palpitations in my chest. No, David. David.
Yes?
I don't know if I'm having a heart attack. No, seriously. David, seriously. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
We've got to go home.
Holding that cross in his hand, and it's burnt him across his hand. My heart's pulsating in my chest.
Overwhelmed by the escalating physical symptoms, the burning incident, strange noises including loud screams and inexplicable vibrating sounds, and a profound sense of danger, the decision was made to abandon the investigation immediately.
That's terrible, man.
I heard a massive screaming.
Where's everybody?
I'm not staying.
I'm not staying.
Can we just pack up? Can we just pack everything up now?
Yeah.
And then when we cut the cameras, David started panicking because as you could hear just before we cut the cameras, we kept hearing this strange noise, and it was like this. The only way I can describe it, I tried to describe it to Moxley and Paul and that from Ghost on Trent, and it was just like a vibrating, swirling noise. It was coming from above us and to the right hand side, down near the area where Moxley and Amy were.
They packed frantically, the fear palpable, convinced that staying longer would lead to something far worse. David later recounted the terrifying experience, explaining the overwhelming feeling that they needed to escape before something catastrophic happened.
And yeah, when I couldn't breathe, when I was having those palpitations, I couldn't breathe. I honestly thought I was gonna have to ring an ambulance. That's why I radioed through to Moxie and told him to get back to the camp. Because there was just, you get, you know, those times where you just get those overwhelming feelings like something seriously bad is about to happen, something's going to go down. That's exactly what me and David both had, and it was just like, if we don't leave now.
The spirits or entities in Cannock Chase seemed intent on more than just making their presence known. They appeared capable of causing direct physical harm. David's experience with the crucifix and his subsequent physical breakdown serve as a chilling reminder of the potential dangers in confronting the unknown. Fortunately, they acted on their instincts and fled. The lingering fear and the unanswered questions about what truly resides in those woods ensure haunted finders won't be forgetting this night anytime soon. Were these 5 encounters unsettling enough for you? If so, brace yourself. What's coming next will have you second-guessing every shadow, every sound. Trust me, this one will leave you terrified. Meet Alyssa, the creator behind the YouTube channel, Alyssa Vanilla. Through her videos, she shares her experiences living and traveling solo in her van, often seeking out beautiful but isolated spots. Her channel captures the freedom and beauty of van life, but one particular day would serve as a stark reminder of the potential dangers lurking just beyond the scenic views. Alyssa was camping alone on BLM land outside Tucson, Arizona, hoping to acclimatize herself to the intense desert heat before heading to Quartzsite for the winter.
So, I am currently camping in the desert outside of Tucson on some BLM land because I've been really excited to go to Quartzsite all year. I'm really excited to spend the winter there, but right now it's pretty much 100 degrees. In fact, next week it's going to be over 100 degrees.
The heat was already significant, and she found relief under the shade of a lone tree, appreciating the solitude after spending time in the city.
If I can handle it. Currently I think it's like 96 degrees and I'm parked, as you can kind of see by the shadow, in front of a tree. The one tree I found in the desert, thank God. If there was not a tree here, I don't think I would make it. It's really hot. Space to myself. I've been in the city for a few days.
She needed space to sort her things and recharge, soaking in the quiet isolation of the desert landscape. Her peace was interrupted when a man on an ATV approached her campsite. Introducing himself as John, he explained that he lived nearby and routinely checked on campers to ensure they had enough water. citing a past incident where items were stolen from his home as his motivation for making himself known to people in the area.
Doing okay?
Yes, I am.
I'm just kind of checking, making sure everybody's got enough water and...
Oh, okay. Are you a ranger or?
No, I just live close.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of come out and check, make sure, because I know there's a lot of people that come out here that... I had shit stolen from my house 2 years ago. So 2 years ago I started doing that. I started making myself open to people that were out here, giving them my name so they knew who I was, so they saw my face and you know what?
He offered Alyssa water from his house and even the use of his shower, suggesting she visit when he was home so his wife would be comfortable.
If you need water, I have a hose outside that runs all the time. You're willing to stop there, fill your water jugs, whatever you need. And those that I get to know well enough that I trust, they're welcome to actually come in and use the shower a couple times a week. I'm not home. My wife is. My children are. So if you need a shower, you're welcome to, come by. Probably would work better since you're a female. It would probably work better if you came by while I was there a couple of times. Just so my wife gets to know you, so she doesn't think there's something stupid going on.
Right.
Despite his seemingly helpful demeanor, Alyssa felt a sense of unease about the interaction. Later, as Alyssa was finishing some chores outside her van, contemplating whether to stay the night, the same man, John, returned. This time, his message was alarming.
Hey,
Hi.
so you have a guy on the mountain up there that is watching you with binoculars.
He claimed that another man, located on a nearby mountain, was watching her through binoculars. He described this alleged watcher and his older pickup truck, adding that this other man supposedly drove around offering water to people, a claim strangely similar to the one John himself had made earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
He's driving a older Dodge pickup. And he told me he comes out here and offers water to people. But
Did you catch him watching me, or did he just tell you that he was watching me?
when I pulled up, he had his field glasses up looking this direction.
John pointed out where the truck was supposedly parked, urging Alyssa to get a good look at it.
You see that white truck underneath the tree?
I'm right in the tree view, so.
All right, come out here and I'll show you. Just so you know.
Yeah, it's also just odd that there's not really anybody out here.
Get a good description of that truck.
The inconsistencies in John's intense behavior solidified Alyssa's decision to leave immediately. The mirroring stories about offering water, John having no water with him during his first visit despite his stated purpose, his over-explaining, and the unnerving way he stared at her before finally leaving after the second visit all felt like major red flags.
The BLM land, because I was just sensing some red flags, and maybe it's just me being paranoid, but there are a lot of people who would love to take advantage of someone like me, someone who's young, by themselves, living in a vehicle out in the middle of nowhere by themselves. So I just went with my instinct and I was gonna leave, because he said that he drives around seeing if anyone needs water, but he had no water with him. He was on an ATV, so that was weird. And then over-explaining. So when I, asked him if he was a ranger and he said no, he said he does this because a few years ago someone stole stuff from his house, which has nothing to do with giving people water in the desert. So it's just weird. He went on the story about, oh, like somebody has stole from me before, so. And then eventually, like, I was doing my laundry and he was just sitting there on his ATV staring at me, like parked right in front of my van. And I said, do you need something? And he said no and drove off.
She couldn't shake the feeling that John, not the alleged watcher, posed the real threat. Packing up frantically, Alyssa fled the area, driving until she felt safe. Reflecting on the encounter later, she found John's actions increasingly sinister, speculating that his story about the watcher might have been a setup, potentially to frame someone else if he had attempted something harmful.
Fuck that guy, dude. The more I thought about it, the creepier he got. Like, serious Ted Bundy vibes. Serious Ted Bundy vibes if Ted Bundy was not charming and bad at lying. Personally, I think that he was gonna try something and frame whoever it was in the truck for it.
The incident was a terrifying reminder of the vulnerabilities that come with solo travel. While the beauty of remote places is alluring, this encounter underscores the importance of staying vigilant and trusting your instincts. Alyssa's awareness and quick action likely kept her safe from a potentially dangerous situation. It serves as a chilling lesson that sometimes the greatest dangers aren't the elements, but the intentions of strangers you meet along the way. She was fortunate to escape, but the memory of the man on the ATV undoubtedly lingers. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.